So this is from continuing from my previous video, which was on the constitutional nature of the dispute on Article 370. I am going to talk about geopolitics and the politics behind what is going on in Kashmir right now. The whole idea behind this change of status was probably hashed in the South Bloc of India's Secretariat. This is an apolitical wing of the Indian government, the civil service as it were, and it has been trying to browbeat Pakistan into submission on the Kashmir issue for a very long time. Now, what has happened really is that by getting the Modi government, which in my opinion they are pawns in this entire game, come up with something that is as patently ridiculous as the presidential notification in this case. What the South Bloc has done is that it has put Article 370 at the center of the dispute. The Pakistanis have played into their hands. We have now seen, or we are beginning to see the Article 370 as a solution to all ills, whereas our historical position was that the document of accession by which India got Kashmir, or the part of Kashmir it owns or holds or occupies, that was obtained by fraud. Now, unfortunately, the entire Pakistani nation, as it were, is up in arms and is talking about Article 370. What is going to happen next is that the Indian Supreme Court, as I pointed out in my previous video, the Indian Supreme Court is likely to strike down the presidential notification. Once it strikes down the presidential notification, the Indian Supreme Court will be seen as the great vanguard of civil liberties, and the Indian people will declare that their state upholds constitutional law and constitutional norms. Ultimately, Pakistanis, and we have a kakistocracy that is ruling this country, the Pakistani kakistocracy will also declare victory, and the issue will go back to square one. This is what the South Bloc wants. They want the Kashmir issue to remain in permanent limbo, and the LOC being the permanent international border. While this cannot be obtained de jure, they will obtain it de facto. And that is what the game plan is. Unfortunately, we do not have a Mr. Jinnah or a Sir Zafrullah Khan at the helm of affairs to see through this very well laid conspiracy by the Indian South Bloc.